Hello everyone. Today, a pre-recorded video, but it's basically about something that's pretty much bad news bears. As you can see here, I'm basically going through controls and opening them up right now, and nothing is set whatsoever. As you can see, it was custom, and it's nothing set there. I've been having this issue since the very first time I started beta 2.3, and it still continues on to the second beta of this project. I did what they said, went to default controls, set it all as you can see, and I go here and I set it back to just anything else to get something to show up, and everything is filled with these boxes. I went and uninstalled the game completely, reinstalled it, same issue. That was actually pretty tedious because it takes me like 2 to 3 days to download anything anyway, which was annoying. I backed up all my prior presets to a separate folder just in case, so they weren't gone forever. But bringing them over to beta 2, which you see in the bindings folder, which I don't have pulled up here, but the bindings folder of Elite Dangerous, you get like custom 1.8, custom 2.0, and some other ones in there. As you've seen, I've added a couple others to this, and they just do not work. Nothing works, nothing shows up for like the Xbox controls. Everybody's like, get a throttle. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna deal with that. That's not how I play. It's not how I want to play. But yeah, basically I have no controls. I have no way of easily setting it up. It erases every single time I exit the game, and it is not fun. I did submit, a bug report about this. Controls, as I've said, are not high up on their list, so I am not holding out any sort of remorse or any sort of hope, I guess. I later go through and check out another section where they do work, but it is just nothing. But yeah, I'll pull it up here right now. Okay. Here we are in the regular game. As you can see at the bottom, there's no beta whatsoever. And I'm going over here to options, controls, all that good stuff. And as you'll see, my controls are fine. They're just there. I'm not sure where the discrepancy lies that they do not show up in either or, but they just don't work. As you can see, right bumper, left bumper. I'm not sure where they go, what happens to them, or anything like that. It makes no sense to me. But it's very frustrating that they appear here and they're completely fine, but they do not appear in 2.0. I don't mind setting up the ones at the bottom for the new camera and all that good stuff. I wish I could pull over the ones that they have set up, but I have no way of doing that. It just doesn't allow it. So I am completely at a loss there. I don't mind setting it up once, but as I've been saying, I have to reset this continuously, and it is just not fun. The other problem is that I'm having is I cannot go and do passenger missions whatsoever. They work maybe once, but they're not like consecutive enough to actually pull off, because when I land, I may or may not be able to open the menu ever again. It just airs out, as I did a video about it in the past, about it always airing out. That happens continuously, and also the regular mission screen will not pull up half the time. So it's just one of those things where I'm kind of sick of the game at this point. I really enjoy the game, don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of sick of all the bugs and little issues I'm having, that it is not a fun experience. And if it's not a fun experience, I can't make good videos. The fact that I can't even do, videos about, just stuff with missions in them, and give it, a little bit of context, a little bit more fun, I can't do that. So I completely have lost, kind of faith in the game and the development. I get what they're doing. I really like what they're doing. They've come a long way since I first got into this game, when I invested so many hours into it. But it's become so unplayable for me that it is just not an experience that I really want to go through anymore. But I do plan to, continue doing videos, just not Elite Dangerous. So please expect, not really please, I guess, expect other content in the future here. Hopefully some, that you will enjoy just as well. But I mean, I cannot guarantee, it'll be the same as Elite Dangerous, as I'll probably go into like Astroneer, City Skylines, maybe Hellion, but I'm not really into that type of thing with FPSs. But we're gonna try it and just see where we go. Just because I'm just not having fun with this. I'm not having fun, going out trying to record something and sitting there for 5-10 minutes and not having a menu open and just saying it can't do it. And then having nothing on the internet, completely resetting it, shutting everything else off in the house via unplugging it, and not having it work at all. So it's not one of those experiences I do not want to have. I'm kind of sick of it. This controller thing was kind of like the last straw, because I'm like, I'll wait till the second part of the beta. If they've addressed it at all, to the point where I have to go in and reset these and they save, because I wanted to reset half of them, and they reset again. So it's one of those things, guys. I'm just not interested in it. I'm sorry to say this, but I might come back later, sometime in the future, maybe late this year. But for right now, I'm kind of done with Elite Dangerous, and yeah, that's about it. I'll see you all next time.